Ex-offenders all too often wind up back in jail. We have a special report on Felony Franks, a West Side hot dog stand that's trying to change those statistics.
And we'll take a look at a series of medical stories, from the health hazards of high heels to HIV testing on the Columbia College campus.
Hello, I'm Whitney Nolan.
And I'm Amber Powell. Welcome to Metro Minutes.
You're watching Columbia College's very own Metro Minutes with Whitney Nolan, Amber Powell, Kyra Robinson, Allison Howen, Brittany Rogers, and special guest Wendy Woolfield. This is Metro Minutes on Frequency TV.
Trying to eliminate gluten from your diet? This week's Chronicle Headlines takes a closer look at restaurants that are cutting out grain and wheat from their menus. Here's Kyra Robinson in the Chronicle newsroom. Kyra?
And thanks again for joining me, guys. I'm inside of the Columbia Chronicle with our very own editor-in-chief, Spencer Rausch, who gives us our amazing Chronicle headlines. So Spencer, I know there's a lot of controversy going on with WikiLeaks. Have you guys written a story about it?
We have a commentary this week that's running, and basically our writer decided that WikiLeaks is not necessarily journalism, but it is news. And the reason why he decided that it's not journalism is because they don't follow the same ethical codes that a journalist would. But it's a very interesting opinion piece.
It definitely is, because even though he might not consider it journalism, it's definitely factual, and it's a serious, serious subject. What else is going on around campus?
Patty Smith just came to Columbia, and we had an exclusive interview with her and what she's doing now with her book, and she also played with some students.
So what was the interview about?
It was about lots of different things, but the main thing she talked about was her book, and it's called Just Kids. It's won numerous awards, including being on the New York bestseller list.
Very interesting that we can have someone as honorable as Patty Smith come out and speak to our children. My favorite part of Columbia Chronicle headlines is definitely the health section, so please tell us what's going on in health.
We actually have a really cool feature running this week, and it's about gluten-free diets. And lots of people are in need of gluten-free options at restaurants. And it's a really expensive way to live. Loaves of bread are a lot more expensive than what you'd normally buy at a grocery store. So it's a huge topic, and we tackled it in a feature this week. Wow.
So it's very important to have options these days. A lot of people don't eat gluten, and I think, you know, every restaurant should have that option. Well, thank you, Spencer, for joining us, and thank you guys for joining me. I'm going to be here at the same time, same place next week. I'll see you guys later. Back to you.
Thanks, Kyra. Columbia will have a new degree to offer incoming students next fall. The undergraduate degree in Art and Materials Conservation is the first academic major in the Department of Science and Mathematics. The major combines the best of both art and science worlds. The program will be one of 3 undergraduate art conservation programs in the country and the first in the Midwest.
Now let's turn to a handful of health stories that may affect you, our viewers. High heels are a common sight among women all over the city, but Allie Howen has found out how these shoes may affect women's health.
Stilettos, pumps, high heels, platforms. No matter what you call them, you probably see women wearing them every day. And although they are fashionable, they can also be very painful. But aside from the normal soreness in the toes, doctors say these shoes can have serious side effects on your body.
Aside from what happens just to your feet, people can actually experience tightness in their calves. They can experience shifting in their spine, where they may end up causing more of a back problem than they had before. Their hips could bother them, and even to the extent where they may have neck pain.
And while some women feel the pain and opt for flats, others see the side effects but wear them anyway.
They do cause a lot of problems. It's not like I don't know that. When I look at my feet, sometimes I'm like, man, these are kind of jacked up because of the shoes that I've chosen to wear.
So the next time you're searching for a stiletto, it might be time to put away the pumps and find a flat.
I think there's a compromise. I think you can wear a nice style that's going to give you the look you want.
According to Dr. Frankel, the ideal shoe would have a heel no higher than 2.5 inches, have a thicker sole to take off some of the pressure on your body, and have some stability in the heel to prevent rocking back and forth. But for those of you not willing to risk your fashion license for a flat, there are still a few options. Either try something to relieve the pain, like a gel insert, or simply practice, practice, practice.
For girls who get the pain, start off small, I guess. Maybe try shoes that are flatter.
For Metro Minutes, I'm Allie Howen.
Thanks, Allie. Scientists say coffee can help ease problems associated with asthma. A chemical found in both caffeine and asthma medications helps to relax breathing and airway muscles. Small amounts of caffeine were shown to help improve breathing for about 4 hours. However, scientists advise that caffeine should not be used in place of medication, only for temporary relief.
December began with World AIDS Day, a day meant to raise awareness about HIV and AIDS. President Obama addressed the issue in a speech, explaining how the government is combating the pandemic. Columbia College is offering its own way to combat the spread of HIV by offering free HIV testing the first Wednesday of each month. The process is quick and results are given within 2 weeks.
A natural substance may help prevent blindness. A new study shows that omega-3 fatty acids, which are found in most seafoods, can help protect against various eye diseases that can lead to blindness. Macular degeneration is the leading cause of blindness in the United States. The study found that participants who had high intakes of shellfish and seafood were at significantly lower risk to the disease.
A new survey shows most Americans don't have a will. According to FindLaw.com, 55% of American adults have not written a will. That gives them little control over what will happen to their assets after they die. Young Americans are most likely to not have a will, whereas the majority of people 55 and older have one.
The Aurora Salvation Army received an anonymous donation early this holiday season. The donor left a 1-ounce gold South African cougaron worth more than $1,000 in the red bucket on the first day the bell ringers were out. The coin has shown up almost every season. All the gold coins collected by the Salvation Army will be auctioned off at the end of the season. Coming up on Metro Minutes, we have a special report on the struggles faced by ex-offenders and a very unique program to help them get back on their feet.
And we'll see what's cooking in Columbia's Acoustic Kitchen.